10:01 here on your Thursday, September 18th. You are rocking and riding with Downtown. I'm your host, Downtown Nate Brown, holding down these 10 to 2 hours here on Rock 105. Coming up, we got some Kansas, Blue Oyster Cult, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. But, folks, we have a very special guest here with us on the line today. We have Ronnie Platt, the lead singer of Kansas. Ronnie, how are we doing today, buddy?
Nate, I am doing absolutely fantastic. Hope things are just as good for you.
Oh, absolutely. Been a great day so far, and happy to have you here on the line with us. So I know you've been on tour for a little bit. How's the tour been going on so far as you're making your way toward us down here in Southeast Oklahoma?
The tour that has now been lasting 11 years. It has been it has been fantastic. The band is on fire. We're doing great, and just one show right after another is just better than the last. It's been great.
That is so glad. That's so good to hear. What is the feeling like whenever you get to go out on stage and you see all those fans cheering, rooting for you guys? What is that feeling like?
Nate, I have to tell you, even after 11 years, every time we walk out on stage, and for me personally, it's such a rush of adrenaline because every crowd is a new crowd, and you know they're always anticipating us coming out. And there's so much energy in the room. It just feels great. And we love our Kansas fans. And I always said the Kansas fan is what I classify as the intense listener. Because if you're a Kansas fan, you know, the Kansas music is very involved. It's very layered. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, you know, that's why I classify our fans as the intense listener. The ultimate music fan is the Kansas fan.
I couldn't agree more with you. And so back in 2014, it was announced that, of course, Steve Walsh was retiring from the band, and you were eventually named the next lead vocalist. And fun fact, your first show with the band was right here in Oklahoma at the Oklahoma State Fair. And can you tell our listeners what that was like? What that whole process was like?
You mean other than being scared to death?
Just whatever you felt like.
Yeah, no throwing things at the lead singer. That should have been a big sign, you know, right at the beginning. But it really went great. And my bandmate Dave Mannion, who was keyboard player, he started the same time I did, so we had some shared fear. Walking out, but I mean, once we were up there and playing, it just seemed to go so smooth, and I'm so lucky that the Kansas fans accepted me from show one. I'm so grateful for that because, you know, I've seen Behind the Music with Styx and you know, what Lawrence McGowan went through, you know, taking Dennis DeYoung's place in Styx. And, you know, also, God, his name is, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm sorry, but just.
No, you're fine.
Players that came in, coming in for, you know, the previous musicians in the band or, you know, an original member and not being so well receptive is an understatement, you know. So I mean, I really am so thankful that the fans accepted me, and boy, it's just been a steady incline of bigger shows and more fans, and the band is doing great, and I feel very lucky.
Well, that is truly so great to hear, and it's clear that Kansas fans have embraced you with open arms. And through these past 11 years, is there a certain memory, whether it be a certain show, a certain moment, that really stands out to you as your favorite memory with your time with Kansas?
You know, there's so many. But gosh, one thing that sticks out in my mind is when we were playing up in Canada, and we were on the same bill as Post Malone.
Oh, wow.
And even though we were playing different stages, mm-hmm. It was just, man, a crazy, crazy festival. I think they said there was collectively there was over 100,000 people there.
Oh my goodness.
Between our audience and Post Malone's audience, and we went to play. We started playing Dust in the Wind, mm-hmm. and every single person in that audience was singing along with me, and not only the first verse, the entire song.
That's incredible.
And usually, after the violin solo, you would expect people to fall out. And no, they were there the entire song. And it was such a rush and so emotional. So that, and again, there's just so many memories, just, in the past 11 years, and to see all the places that I've now played with the band, it's so funny to come back to some of these venues now and really not recall them until we get there. So, did we play here before? And walk in like, oh my God, I remember this theater. This, this happened then, and it's like revisiting that spot that reinitiates your memory on something.
Right, you get all those memories flooding back.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, it's really been great. Well, how lucky am I to have that life experience?
That is absolutely incredible. And you talk about the fans, you telling everyone the Kansas fans are the absolute best. And for those Kansas fans who maybe haven't gotten to attend a show before, if they're able to travel down to Durant's Choctaw Grand Theater on November 22nd, what should they expect to see during the show?
They're going to witness the best musicians in the world, and I get to introduce the members of my band on stage, and I never get tired of flaunting the talents of my band members with Zach Risby on guitar, who is just a absolute shredder. But Zach is also an intense writer. He wrote the mother lode of the material on the last two Kansas studio albums. So just an amazing writer. He also produced those two albums. So his talents are off the charts. Joe Denenzone on violin. He plays that Viper violin, it's really unique looking violin, mm-hmm. and he just kills on it. Dan McGowan on bass, a newer member, who not only is he a killer bass player, but he has the voice of an angel. I mean, his vocal ability is just amazing. Eric Holmquist on the drums. I've known him since he was 5 years old, and he's doing just absolutely fantastic on the drums. And we have Tom Brislin, who was Meatloaf's keyboard player. And Nate, Joe Denenzone just walked in. The amazing Joe Denenzone here live, filling his water bottle, getting hydrated so he could beat up his violin later.
Hey, you are doing a great play-by-play right there, let me tell you.
Yes. But also our newest member is Scott Bernard, who was Kenny Loggins' guitar player for 18 years. Wow. And if you're playing with Kenny Loggins, you got to be able to bring it. And he's our latest official member. So, I mean, when you come see Kansas, you're seeing some of the best musicians in the world, playing some of the best music ever written. And it's so great that this music is just transcended through the generations. We have, our original fans. When I look out into the audience, I see, our original fans that might be up in years a little bit, but to also see, the kids of those original fans, and dare I say, the grandchildren of those original fans. You know, and Nate, this is why in my dressing room I always have a big bottle of Geritol and Bengay for the sore muscles after a show.
Right.
But no, it's great. But of course, one of the highlights, if not the biggest highlight, is playing Wayward Son, and I get to witness that entire audience turn 20 years old again, and that's pretty cool.
That is absolutely incredible. And folks, if you are able to, I mean, you heard it from the man himself. If you're able to make it down to Durant on November 22nd, 8 p.m. at the Choctaw Grand Theater, this is a show you don't want to miss. Ronnie, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we're going to wrap it up here?
If you can't make it to the Choctaw, please visit kansasband.com. We are playing everywhere and just hitting the road hard. So wherever you may be and you're hearing this, please visit kansasband.com, check out our schedule, and hope to see everyone at an upcoming show. But we're looking forward to November 22nd at the Choctaw.
Thank you, Ronnie. Again, this has been a fantastic interview. Thank you so much for coming on, and we really appreciate it.
Nate, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.
Absolutely, you too. We're going to play one of the songs from your newest album, Circus of Illusion. Think you might remember that one.
Oh, hey, thank you, because I wrote it.
Oh, I know. I know. That's why I picked this one just for you, buddy.
Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate it.